Hey guys, it's Olivia here. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you guys have not seen Miranda's video on her CI journey, definitely go check it out, and I'll put the link inside the description box for you guys. So I'm going to be sharing my CI journey with you all as well. So back in 2000, I lost my hearing at 4.5 out of the blue. I was born hard of hearing and was fitted for hearing aids and then lost it. The doctors don't know why, so I have no answers for that. But I was fitted for a cochlear implant at 5 years old, and I went to a deaf oral school when I was 5 until I was about 8 years old, and then I was put into a mainstream school at 9. And it was hard for me at first because I just didn't know what was going on, but my parents made the best choice for me to go to a mainstream school where I can fully get supports for speech, comprehension, reading, writing, all of that. So while I was doing well in a mainstream setting, I did come across a few issues in middle school where I wanted to get a second cochlear implant from attending a cochlear celebration back in 2006. And I just didn't, I was so scared because I thought, like, oh, I'm gonna have to retrain everything, and obviously I had to, but also the idea of getting surgery again. So I told my parents I would get in when I was 16, and they said no, like, you need to really think about it. So I decided to think about it and talk to some friends of mine who also have two CIs, and then about after, I would say, a year, I decided to get a cochlear implant on my right side, and it was definitely a tough decision, but it was worth it at the end. And so I went through some testing and everything throughout 6th grade, and then I got the date on June 2008. So I went ahead with surgery, and the recovery was a lot easier than my first recovery from what I remember, and I was activated a month later. And I have to say, it was really weird for me because, like, I just thought I was hearing Minnie Mouse, and that's normal, I guess, when you get turned on for the first time with their implant. So I was like, okay, well, I gotta start training this year. And I had intense audio verbal therapy, and by the time I started 7th grade, I had achieved a 90% word recognition after having my second cochlear implant for 2 months. My audiologist was really shocked at how much I was hearing in the first 2 months, and she said that it was pretty rare to find a young teenager getting a second cochlear implant doing so well already, and so that made me feel pretty good, but also made me realize, like, wow, I can hear surround sound, and it was really worth it. With the accommodations I received in elementary, middle, and high school and college, I used an FM system my entire life, and I started out with like a weird tower, like a microphone, and having my teacher wear a transmitter, and then through middle school it got easier. I just had to wear a boot and one of my older implants, while my teacher would also wear a transmitter. And then high school, I just had to wear a neck loop around my neck, while my teacher had the transmitter, and everything would go through my implants wirelessly, which was even better. So technology is growing fast, guys. And then in college, I decided to use my mini mic from Cochlear, and that changed my entire life. And it was easier to use and easier for my professor to use as well, since it also synced through my cochlear implants. When I started college, I attended Stonehill College in Massachusetts, which was a very small school. And I did well there, and I had the best supports possible since I was the only deaf student with cochlear implants. But I did struggle a lot socially and academically, just because my professors weren't, some of my professors actually weren't working around my accommodation, so I was very frustrated with them, even though I was passing my classes. And so throughout my sophomore year, I really considered applying to RIT, but I had to really think about it for a while. And after the first semester, I just decided that I would apply to RIT and see if I would get into the psych program, which I did. And then after that, I decided to transfer. Since I graduated from RIT last year in May, I decided to apply to grad school right after and got accepted a month later. And since then, I've been enrolled in the professional studies program at the School of Individualized Studies at RIT focusing in communications, human resource development, and business. I finished my classes this semester, which was definitely challenging, but I am graduating next week, so I'm super excited for that. And moving forward with that, I will be applying to jobs as well as completing a project based on my concentrations, and I'm going to relate it through hearing loss, but I'm not entirely sure what's going to be on yet, so stay tuned on that. So that's my CI journey for you all. So if you have any questions, comment down below and I will definitely answer them for you guys, as well as commenting on Miranda's video if you have any questions on her journey. So give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Please tell us if you want to see any other content on this channel on anything, so just let us know and we will get to you guys on that.